Hey, what's up guys, it's Silver Slayer. Welcome back for another video. So today I wanted to talk about 10 tips that I've learned while silver stacking. Just some reminders, maybe some warnings, some mistakes, quote unquote. I don't really ever think there's any mistakes in silver stacking. I think it's always just room for growth and a learning opportunity. So I don't really call them mistakes, because if you're buying silver, you're doing it right, because any type of silver is better than no silver at all, and that's the truth. But these are just a couple things that I just want to share with you guys, hopefully so maybe you guys don't make these same mistakes as me, or maybe you guys can learn and just gain knowledge. And that's what I'm here for. I just like sharing my experience, things that I've learned through other people in the YouTube community, or just things through buying and selling and talking to people at my local coin shop, just the whole thing. So just want to go over some tips with you guys. So first tip I will give you guys is, especially if you're a beginner, is research. Put the work in, watch YouTube videos, ask questions in the comments, go to your local coin shop, pick their brain, go on Google, type in any questions you have, type in, what does bullion mean, type in what does MS mean on a graded coin, what does PF mean on a graded coin, look up, if you're into a certain type of coin, look up the mintage numbers for each year. Just always research and try to keep growing in knowledge, because that's what I did a lot when I was new. A couple years back, like, I would just go online and just research for hours. I would go to my local coin shop and just talk to him and kind of just see, when someone comes in and wants to buy a coin, how does he sell that coin to them? Like, what is his strategy behind it? How does he present his coins? If I ask him a question, why does he answer the question that way? Or why does he push me to head towards a certain type of buying or selling strategy? And why does he sell those particular coins in his shop? I'm always questioning things and trying to always learn from other people. And it has paid off, because I feel like I've came a long way. I mean, I still don't know very much about silver stacking compared to like an expert or anything, but I think I know the basis, the basic silver stacking fundamentals. I definitely don't. A lot of you guys have a lot more knowledge about silver than me, and I appreciate that, because when you guys comment in the videos, I definitely still am learning. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons I made my channel, was to learn from you guys as well. So research is definitely my first tip. The second tip I learned was, this is when I still tell a lot of people would try to ask where the best place to buy is. They say, like, does APMEX have the best deals? Is that the best place to buy? And the truth is, no one place has the best deals. It depends on what specific coin or bar you're looking for to where or what place will have the best deal. So every place has a deal depending on what you're looking for. Maybe APMEX has a better deal on American Eagles right now, but if you're looking for pandas, Modern Coin Mart might have better deals. So don't just always have one go-to place. I mean, if you trust somewhere, then that's a different story. You're willing to pay a little extra money because you trust and respect them and all that. So that's a different story. So if that's your go-to, if you just trust APMEX because that's who you've been going to for years, then that's fine. But when we're talking about actual prices and deals, every single place, it really depends on what you want to buy. You have to look at what coin or whatever silver piece you're looking to buy, do your research, find out where has the best place, and then go from there. Don't always assume that one place has the best deals on everything, because there's thousands of coins out there. There's thousands of bars. There's thousands of rounds. There's everything, and not one place is always going to have the lowest prices. They would be out of business if they did that. So tip number 3. This one I also learned the hard way. Sometimes waiting until you stack a couple paychecks up and then buying in bulk can pay off, especially places that offer free shipping over $100. If you're only buying 1 or 2 ounces at a time and then paying shipping on top of that, that really adds up on your dollar over spot cost average, and you're just paying unnecessary money when you could have just held off for a couple weeks or a couple months until you had enough money to place a bigger purchase, so then you get free shipping. And I mean, if you're making really big purchases, a lot of these coins you'll see when you're at the buy it or the add to cart page, it will say if you order X amount of coins, then they actually drop the price per coin. So that also can pay off. Tip number 4. Investing in storage for your silver can definitely pay off. It's kind of like, I look at it kind of like a car. If you buy a car, you want to keep that car in the best condition as possible, so when you go to sell that car, you get the highest profits. Silver is kind of the same way. It depends on the type of silver it is that this applies for. I mean, if it's like bullion and it's bars and just junk and rounds, then obviously not. But when it does go as far as like eagles. If you have a BU eagle that came in brilliant uncirculated condition, never touched by human hands, and you just go smudge your hands over it and scratch it up, compared to if you would have kept that in a capsule and kept it in that perfect condition. If you take those 2 coins, the scratched up one and the BU one still in a capsule, to your local coin shop, in my experience so far, my local coin shop will pay me more for the BU eagle, because then he can sell that BU eagle for more money as well. So they will. I mean, not every place does that. I know a couple people have told me on my channel that their local coin shop doesn't do that, but mine does. So that's another thing. Go to your local coin shop and ask him, see what he's selling, how he sells it, what to look for. And also it goes as far as just like with tarnish strips. Maybe get some tarnish strips, put them in your safe or wherever you're storing your silver, just to make sure your silver doesn't start toning. And wear cotton gloves when you're handling it, and invest in some capsules if you want, or whatever the case is, some sleeves. That stuff pays off. You want to keep it if you're putting thousands and thousands of dollars into something, you want to make sure you keep it in good shape as well. That would be devastating if you invest in something and you got it in pristine condition, and then you just let the condition just go to waste just because you didn't invest in some proper storage gear. So the next tip is what I was kind of just talking about. Use your local coin shop to your advantage. Building relationships there can go miles, not only for just buying, because I mean, if you do go in there and he knows you're a regular and he knows you're passionate, then he is prone to give you better deals. But also you have to think about, he can be your potential seller as well. Local coin shops are the most liquid place to get your silver off in person for cash at hand, instead of waiting waiting for weeks online trying to find a buyer and shipping it and paying for shipping and eBay and PayPal fees and waiting for a week or 2 for UPS to ship. Your local coin shop, that's a 20-minute ride down the road. Get it off and you got cash in your hand. So you got to think that might be your best bet, and you want to, well, for me, I stack accordingly a little bit to what my local coin shop likes to sell, because my stack should have a portion of that, so my stack is liquidable. My local coin shop loves eagles. He's not really into higher premium stuff as much. He still has it, but he's more into eagles and stuff like that. So a lot of my stack is based around eagles. So just in case, if I ever did need to liquefy my stack, I can easily go there and within an hour have all the cash at hand, just like that. So building those relationships can go miles, and you're also gaining knowledge from talking to him, and he's an experienced seller in this, and he can give you tips. So the next tip is figure out, well, for me, I like to figure out what I like buying, figure out what coins I like, figure out what type of silver I like, and kind of figure out what type of stacker I am. I tried to figure that out as quick as possible, because the longer I keep just making random purchases, then that's when I get into making quote unquote mistakes, when I buy pieces that I probably shouldn't have, or I think I would have done better in putting that money into a different piece. For instance, when I first started buying, I thought I was going to get into more graded stuff, and I bought a 2016. Here, I can actually show you guys. I bought this piece, and there was just really no reason to buy this. This is just a standard bullion coin that's graded. It's not even a 70, so I just really see no point in having this coin, and that was just because I was still kind of buying around and didn't know which path I wanted to take, when I could have used this money into something, you know, more profitable, or just a smarter buy. So figure out which path you want to do. If you kind of want to be more of a bullion stacker into generics, or if you want to go a numismatic way and all that, etc. And also with buying buying what you like, you can never go wrong. Silver, it's more about the passion. For me at least, it's not really about the money in terms as I'm just buying this silver just to make money. It really is a passion, and I really do love all these coins, and it goes a lot farther than just the money for me. So when I'm buying what I like, then no matter what the coin does, if it flops or doesn't perform as good as I thought it did, at least I still have the coin that I love. Because at the end of the day, the coin is going to be there with you until you sell it. So if it's a piece that you'd like to look at, then even if it does bad or silver doesn't perform as well as you think it will, then you still have the coin to enjoy. And I feel like that's one of the biggest tips I can give anyone, is buy what you like, because people are going to tell you what to buy all day, and the thing is that's their personal preference and their personal opinion, and there is no wrong way to buy as long as you're buying what you like. And that's the most basic way I can explain it. Like this coin right here, this is my favorite coin, the 2016 PF70 Ultra Cameo Moon Festival Panda. I paid $100 for this thing. Now, that was a huge risk, but I loved the design. I loved the moon in general. I'm very a nature universe type person. I loved this coin, and I was willing to pay the $100 for this coin. I didn't care on if it would have decreased in value or whatever. I wanted this coin, and I got it. Now it has increased in value dramatically. It's worth a lot more than $100 now. But I mean, that didn't matter to me, and I probably will never sell this coin in the future anyways. So it doesn't even matter how much it increased, because I'm gonna keep this coin to the grave. So that's just something to think about. And another tip is if you do have a coin like this, maybe you can buy two of them, so then you can sell one but then still keep the one you like. So it's a little easier to sell if it still makes a profit. Another tip is, this is kind of just something that's going to happen, I'm just kind of warning you about, is your stack. Well, most people's stacks adjust over time as they grow and manifest and evolve as silver stackers. Their stack adjusts as they become more knowledgeable and figure out, really a good strategy on how to buy and how to sell, and if they're a flipper and all that. Usually it adjusts into ways that you diversify and figure out what works for you, and you kind of figure out little niches of your own that tend to pay off. Maybe you stack bullion, but you found a certain type of coin that catches really high profits in a couple years, and like you get into Lunar Series or something, and then you learned that you can flip those coins every 3 or 4 years, and then with the profits you recycle the money back into another coin, and then that rinse repeat process, and it's always adjusting, and your stack is going to do that, and that's natural and that's healthy, because that's just you realizing and learning the value behind certain coins, and that's just you making better buys. At first it's pretty much impossible to figure out what works for you, because what works for you might not work for me, because we have different time frames, different financial situations, we live in different parts, we're accessible to different coins, and we have different exit strategies and different buying strategies and different stacking strategies, so just something to keep in mind. Another tip is beware of impulse buys. Impulse buys are very dangerous, not in the sense of buying a wrong coin, but in the sense of you have bills and you have to feed yourself, and if you have kids or a family to take care of, impulse buying can get you in a very sticky situation. So you want to make sure that you're being smart about this, setting a nice budget. I actually made a video called Silver Stacking on a Budget for this reason. Just be careful with that. Maybe set like a monthly goal where you only make one big purchase a month. That's what I do actually. I will make smaller purchases here or there, but only about once every 1 or 2 months I will make one really big purchase, and the rest I'll kind of just nitpick around in the coins I like. And that's just me making sure I'm responsible about buying silver. And that the next tip kind of goes into that as well. Before you start buying silver, make sure you have backup cash for emergencies. I forget, there's a rule of thumb to how much you should have. I think you should be able to buy your stack 3 times over before in cash before you start stacking, or something like that, or something about rent or something. But you definitely want to make sure you have a good amount of fiat currency, which fiat means dollar bills, US banknotes. You want to make sure you have a good amount of cash in your savings account or whatever, so that if your car breaks down or there's a medical emergency or something happens, you don't have to sell your silver. Because one, dollar bills, fiat currency, is the most liquid form of money right now, and it's very important that you still have that. We know that this is real money, but this is not the most liquid type of money right now, so you still have to be mindful about that. And two, if you do have to sell your silver because you didn't have any fiat currency on the side, then you're probably going to sell it at a loss, because usually when we're buying this stuff, we're not thinking about selling it for several years until it appreciates, and a lot of the times it hasn't appreciated in value yet. So when you're selling it and losing profits and taking that loss, which is pretty unfortunate, especially when we're really passionate about our silver and we love these pieces. That would be devastating to let it go because we just simply did not save up any money on the side. And the last tip is what I already mentioned before, is just buy what you like. When you're stacking silver, at the end of the day, no matter what silver does, if you have coins that you like, then you'll never go wrong. And that is the safest way, the most enjoyable way, and I feel like the best way to stack silver is buying what you like. It's a win-win situation no matter what. So, hope you guys liked this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if it helped you. Add in your comments and your 2 cents as well. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you already haven't. I'm also doing a giveaway right now, so make sure you guys go enter in the giveaway video for your chance to win some silver I did along with, in partnership, the Ericsson Mint. There's some really cool silver I will be giving away, so make sure you guys go check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I love the support you're giving my channel. I appreciate it so much. I will see you guys for the next video. Peace.